What's up, fight fans? As always, thanks for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed recently. Thanks to all the people that are leaving comments as well. It's good. As you can see, I've tried to reply to a number of comments, and I will keep trying to reply to as many as possible because I do appreciate when you guys do leave your comments. All right, let's talk Dereck Chisora for a second, right? I did a video last week talking about Chisora, Joe Joyce being close, or at least maybe even being signed. The fight was announced on BoxRec, which is obviously not 100% accurate all the time, and it was close, right? I think there was a fee of around 200 grand that might have been kind of put forward, and I think Dereck Chisora maybe was thinking about it, right? Thinking about it enough for BoxRec to put the fight was already announced for Bellew versus Hay undercard. Dereck Chisora's manager, promoter, whatever he is, Steve Goodwin, said, look, that fight's never going to happen. They want at least the same amount of money that Dereck Chisora got for fighting Dillian Whyte. Don't know why. Don't know why Chisora would want that much, but that's what has been said. Eddie Hearn, to be fair, has said, look, although Dereck Chisora took low ball money for fighting Caballero, it was mainly because I think Dereck Chisora's thinking was that he was going to run through Caballero and then set up a fight against either Dillian Whyte or someone within the top 10, top 15. Things didn't go his way, so that's why he's almost back to the drawing board again. So that's why the Joe Joyce fight isn't happening. That's a risky fight for Dereck Chisora, and I guess Dereck Chisora just doesn't feel like 200 grand is worth the risk, right? I don't know what Dereck Chisora's going rate is, but I guess it's above 200 grand. Which leads me on to this fight that Dereck Chisora is having against a guy called Zachary Azuzi. I've never heard of Azuzi in my life. And I hate when Chisora does this. And I'm a big Chisora fan. You guys know this. I've said, look, I owe him a lot. He kind of has let me into his camp. I've interviewed him. He's a cool guy. I hate when Chisora does this. And he's been doing this since, 2013-14. Where he has a loss against a name, if you like. Then fights absolute nobodies. Then fights a name, loses, fights a nobody, fights a name, loses, fights a nobody, and he's been doing it for a while, and that formula obviously doesn't work, Chisora. I mean, way back in 2014, he fought Tyson Fury. I was there for that fight. Then after he fought these people, and I kid you not, I've never heard of these people before in my life. Becca Lobjanidze, Nascimento, who's a usual name on the British shores. I think he's been knocked out by a few kind of up-and-coming Brits. Peter Erdos, Jakov Gospic, Andras Kosma, and then he fought Pulev, lost. Then he fought a guy called Drazan Janjinin, won that. Then he fought Dillian Whyte, lost. Then he fought a guy called Filipovic. Then he fought Caballero, lost. And then now he's fought a guy called Azuzi. This formula doesn't work for you, Chisora. It doesn't work because you beat these little bums and then you take a step up and then you lose and then you... It doesn't work. Change it up a bit. I don't know why, after the Caballero lost, why he's not fighting someone in and around the top 20, 30 again. Because obviously there are rumours about him fighting Carlos Takam, which might happen after this fight. But again, if he loses, he'll do exactly the same formula. He'll fight a couple of bums, and then he'll take another step up. And I think someone has got to take him to the side and say, this does not work for you. And it hasn't worked for you ever. This idea of fighting a ranked fighter then fighting a non-ranked fighter just to get a win to fight another ranked fighter is just BS. And I'm not sure what's going on with Chisora right now. Look, Chisora's 34? He's obviously coming to the end of his career and he's looking for that big, big last payday. But I guess fighting a bum then taking on a risky fight just doesn't help. Surely you want to be in the ring against guys in and around you. I mean, the Erkan Tepas of the world. Is he off his ban? I don't know. But I don't know who else. Christian Hamers, maybe. A Dupas. Those kind of guys. Spitzka. Not these bums all the time. I'm struggling to take Chisora seriously. I really am. I didn't want him to fight Joe Joyce, but I don't want him to fight guys like this. I mean, I don't get what he gets from beating these guys. If it's just to get a win, then it's just pointless. It's just pointless because he's obviously learning nothing from them because every time he beats one of these guys, like I said, he takes a step up and loses. So that formula is not working, and him Steve Goodwin, Don Charles, Eddie Hearn need to work out a new formula because I still think he's a good name in boxing. Unfortunately, in recent years, his fights haven't been great. Minus the one against Dylan White, it's kind of stunk out the place a bit. I think they need to look at what to do with him because right now, it's not working.